Hey everyone, happy rainy Monday. All right, let's see if I can find myself. There we go. Oh, I need to cut my volume down. All right. Sorry, I'm doing one thing really quick that I didn't think about beforehand. All right. Let's see. Oh, let me get the comments on here. All right, and then I'm going to actually share really quick to my business page. Sometimes I have to remind myself how to do it every time. It's crazy. Okay, I think there we go. Post. Perfect. All right. How is everyone doing? Oop, gotta get the comments on there. Building an arcade. No, right? I actually ran out this morning to the post office, and it was fine. It was just, a little overcast. And then by the time I got home, it was starting to drizzle. And then I got into my room and started, doing some things I needed to get done. And it just started dumping, which of course means that I also have like bad lighting today. So sorry about that. I tried to figure out how to make it a little brighter, but we'll go with what we have, right? So, oh, Florence, you're not even late. I haven't even started yet. I was giving everybody just a little bit of time to get in here. So I will go ahead and announce the winners from last week. So we had Amanda Godfrey, Angie Brewer, and then Florence Miller. Florence, you've been on a roll lately. So I will get these out in the mail this week. It'll probably be later this week, but I will get that out to y'all. So remember to comment and share, and then your name will go into the hat. This week we're going to give away some blue adhesive back gems, and then I've got this, what is it called? Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And then I have the Praiseworthy, I think it's called Pros, but don't ask, I don't know. I would say Praiseworthy Pros, but this stamp set to give away. And this stamp set will be for whoever shares. So that will be for next week. So you have a whole week to share and comment. All right. All right, let's see. What else do I have? Oh, okay. So the new club that started this past month, it was the Hey Chicks. That class has already been mailed out. So I was actually 7 days early in getting it mailed out. I was so excited. But for March, the Simply Creative class will be using the butterfly bouquet. It will be using the entire, it'll be the bundle, but then I will include in your free items, or your $20 worth of products, your $20 worth of products, it will include your paper and adhesive and the embellishments and that kind of stuff for you. So if you're interested in that, it is $39, and it's $39 a month if you subscribe. After 6 months of it, you get $25 in free products. So just know that. If you want more information on it, let me know. That was 2 pages. Don't forget that the Hey Chick and the Hey Birthday Chick are still there. You can purchase those right now, the bundles with savings. So these are great sets. I absolutely love these bundles. I've played around with them a lot. Y'all, I cannot believe it, but Celebration is almost over. It is over on Sunday, next Sunday. So we have literally 7 days until it is goodbye. So if you have not gotten your free stuff that you want, make sure that you place an order, $50, and then you also have the $100 category. Or if you want to, you can join right now. It's always $99. And right now during Celebration, you get the 200 sheets of DSP. So don't wait if you are spending at least $100 a month. It's a great time to join. But I love our team, Stamp and Grace team. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of challenges each month. I give away prizes, that kind of stuff for those that do some different things, like participate in the challenge and that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in joining, let me know and I will give you more information on that as well. All right, let me see what else I got here. The Easter to Go class. I did send out an email on this, but the Easter to Go class is the Springtime Joy stamp set. So it's using this right here. I love this stamp set. I love the lamb and I love the bunny. They're very, very cute. But I do have that to go class. There are actually 5 options for this class. And I did do a video and I posted it on Facebook, but I'll go through it really quick with you. I'm kind of calling this a mega to go class because there's kind of 2 classes that can be done in one. So the first option is $49. And it either is a treat class or a card class. So you can pick either or. The second option is $34. And that is just getting like the make and take. It won't include, option number 1 includes the stamp set. Option number 2 does not. So you can either pick the treat class or you can pick the card class. And if you pick one, it's $34. Now, if you want to add on the other class, so if you want both classes, it would be $34 plus $25. And then option 4 is PDF, $15. And then option number 5, which is for the Stamp and Grace team, that is $25. So if you have questions, let me know. Or I did send an email on it, so be on the lookout for that. Actually, I think the email went out yesterday. I can't remember. Florence, I know you replied to it, but I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. So, anyway, I think that is it. My little space over here is empty. So, yay. Okay, I'm really excited about today. I am a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. I love Paper Pumpkin. Both of my nieces are actually very involved with Paper Pumpkin as well. They get a kit every month and they love crafting. As a matter of fact, both of them send me stuff or hand me stuff from the kits that they make. Hold on just a second. I had to take a drink of water. My throat's been very dry today. It's probably because I've been talking a lot today. So anyway, I love the kit. Every month it comes in a pretty little box. You get a Stampin' Spot. You get a stamp set. And then you get your kit. I'm going to try not to, this is an extra one. So I'm going to try not to mess it up. And then it comes with whatever embellishments you have. It usually comes with some adhesive, and then it comes with the instructions. Sorry, that might help if it was the right way. It comes with the instructions. In the instructions, they always give you some alternatives as well, so check those out. Those are always on the back. Your very first kit comes with a block so that you can stamp your projects every month. Actually, I have a similar block. Let me show you. So the paper pumpkin blocks are a little thinner than this, but they are this size, and every stamp set that they have, all of your stamps will fit right onto that block. So you never have to worry about buying different blocks or anything like that. And I feel like I might be really far back, and I bet you it's because of, let me move my iPad. Because I'm out of the screen, I feel like. But I was trying to get my iPad out of the way, but I don't think that's going to work. All right. Close your eyes. If you get sick, I'm going to move it forward a little bit. There we go. I think that will work better. Let me make sure. Yep, I think that should work. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this month's Paper Pumpkin came in, and one really cool thing is that a lot of times they will coordinate with stamp sets we have in the catalog or designer series paper that we have or whatever. This month it coordinates with the Flower and Field DSP. This paper is free with a $50 purchase. I was a little hesitant about it at first. I'm not real big on the black background, but I've come to love it. So this month's Paper Pumpkin coordinates with that, and we will use that today. Here is actually one of the projects we're going to be making today. That's where I got the idea from. One thing I did want to show you were some samples. Oh, here are the instructions. So they give you, it's not color, but it's full instructions on it. And then here are your extra little examples that they give you, some alternatives. So after I created I created each card that they had designed the way it was supposed to be. And then after all of the projects that I've made, I still have all of this left. So kind of cool. You get a lot of product for basically almost $25. So let me show you the samples that I've got. So I have this one. This is a like doily. It's gold on one side. I didn't like the gold. So I swapped it out to the back side of it. All right, so that is one. This is one of the cards in how it's supposed to be done. So you'll see the samples right there. So this is one way it was supposed to be. And this is another one on the way they set it up. And then this one. This again, well, it is actually a little different because it's supposed to have the gold on the front. But I'm just going to tell you, I didn't like this and I don't like that. So I did switch it out for a thicker ribbon because I thought that would make it look better. I'm fine with the card now, but still not necessarily all that in love with this background. So, but that was that one. And then this one is an alternative. And that is the flower stamp, the flower bouquet stamp. And then I just used Stampin' Blends to color it in. And then I did that one. Better, but still not in love. Yeah, I did too. The white side is so much better of that doily. I did not like the gold, and I didn't think the gold matched very well as far as that went. So, all right, so these are the extra little samples. I will be taking pictures of these, and I'll be posting them on my blog. If I don't get it today, it'll be tomorrow so that you can go on there and look at all of them a little bit better. And I will post, which I did not in the description of this video, but I'll post the link to my blog in the description. Okay. trying to move things around. Next month will be a new kit that is the anniversary kit. The anniversary kit always has free items in it. The free items are 4 stencils and a sponge. This set will, I know it coordinates with, I think it's Mountain Air. Yeah. I was going to try to print a picture, but I didn't do that. So I think it'll coordinate really well with the Mountain Air. And there's probably other sets that it'll coordinate with really well as well. But I'm excited about this one. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I do have a link in the description of this video so that you can join Paper Pumpkin. Or if you're a demonstrator, you need to get next month's kit. I'm super excited about it. I love the outdoorsy adventure stuff. So, okay, let's start our projects. And I'm going to pull in a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, the first one we're going to do, because you know I love little 3D projects, we're going to make a little mini paper pumpkin box. Let me put it back together. Oops. Okay. I did change it a little bit from the sample they gave, but not much. All right, so let's start off. I did put in the description the measurements for everything. So there is no links just because it is the paper pumpkin. So I just put the measurements in the description. All right. Let's fold on all the score lines. Make sure I got those, yep. All right, and one more. All right. So now that we have that, we're going to fold this half back a little bit, just so it's kind of out of the way. You're going to pull in these 2 sides here, and then fold over. And then snap it in those 2 little slots right there. All right. Then you're going to do it on this side as well. Nope. I might have a defective box, guys. It is not staying. Watch this. Okay, it's not staying. I guess sometimes that will happen. It could have been how I folded it. So we're gonna solve that problem with some strong adhesive. So we're going to just put some tear and tape on it. Yes, I do. I like the glossy side on the outside. No, that's what my problem is. Oh well, we're going with the glossy side. I was wondering. Nope. I do not like the glossy side. It's supposed to be on the inside, but we'll manage. Welcome to Facebook Live. Well, welcome to Amy's Facebook Lives. Okay. Look, there we go. That is just fine. It will be interesting to see if my stuff will stick to it, but we're going to make it work. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of that Flower and Field DSP and we're going to attach it to the top. So since it is glossy, we're going to try our Stampin' Seal Plus and see if that works. We'll put a little extra on. We're going to make sure it's the right side up. and then we will attach it down. Doesn't let you slide much on that glossy. Okay, there we go. No, Carol, these are just alternatives that I did, and so I pulled in one of the mini paper pumpkin boxes. So no, not in the paper pumpkin this time. All right, so I have a piece of vellum, and I cut it out using the ornate style. Let's see, it was using this border right here. A trick with this, when you cut it out, have your blade part facing up and run that through your big, your cut and emboss machine, and it will cut way better. It cuts very nicely when you do it that way. All right, so we're just going to attach that to the center. Typically with vellum, you don't want to use adhesive because you can see it. So this one we are, because we're actually going to stamp and cover it up with our basic white. So let's get to stamping. We are going to use a cherry cobbler, and we're going to stamp our flowers. We're going to stamp right here in the corner, right here in the corner, and then right there. Then I want to take Granny Apple Green, and we're going to stamp some leaves on here. We're going to do a couple of them with 2, and then some with 1. And we might even do one without it. Let's see, let's do... I'm typically a paper turner, not a stamp turner. As you can see, sometimes I do try to remember just to move the stamp, because I know sometimes I can make you sick with turning the paper like that. But all right, so there we go. Now the next thing we need to do is use one of the products from the kit, and it's going to be using these stickers. So they came in, they're in different languages, but obviously we're going to use English because that's all I know. I am not a speaker of other languages. Not at all. I tried French when I was in school. I did take 3 years of it, but I couldn't tell you to save my life other than oui. That's about it. And I used to get yelled at a lot. I actually really liked my French teacher, and I was in French club. But secretly, I was only in French club so that I could pass. I was not good with French, and I got yelled at a lot for my accent. So he did not like my accent at all. Of course not, though, because I'm really Southern, and I know that. All right, we're going to attach this. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lay it on our box just so I can kind of see. These letters are very thin, so it is tricky. You can see that N doesn't like me at all. All right, we're going to put, all right, move that. We're going to do like that. Okay, so now that I've got it started with the T on how it will go, we're going to follow the line . All right, I got to concentrate really quick. Sorry. That's not how it's supposed to go. All right, hold on. You need like an adhesive, I don't know, they need to be a little different, I think, but anyway, it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna start over. We're gonna take the extra kit I have, and we're gonna use it. That did not work at all. I actually had a lot of troubles with these. Because I have fat fingers. But I think I'm gonna try something really quick to see if I can make it work. All right, hold on. All right, pause. Joyce, you're starting to like the black background. Yeah, it's taken me some time. Of course, now you can't get the paper. You know, after Sunday, you won't be able to get the paper anymore. So of course, it would happen when I start to like it, right? Okay, let me grab the extra kit that I had. I'm gonna open it up. And grab out one of those thinking of yous. Because I don't think I need it in another language. But I can always make these cards. So it is not the end of the world. All right, let me see if I can find the stickers. There we go. See, that's the gold doilies that are in it. Definitely a fan of the white side. Definitely. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to cut. We're going to cut around. And since I don't need the other words, we're going to cut like this to make it smaller. All right, let's see if this hack will work. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back a little bit of the sentiment, and I'm going to start it that way. So I need to start it kind of over that flower like that. And then we're going to start pulling off slowly but surely. And then we're going to attach down as we go. So it's almost like one of those peel and sticks. We'll see if this works, guys. I don't think that's going to work either. Why do they make lettering so thin? Whew. Okay. It did actually work a little better than what it was before. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, and that's okay that it's covering up the flowers. Every time is going to be different. I'm not taking it off, so we're going to deal with that. All right, now what we're going to do is actually put dimensionals on the back. This kit did come with dimensionals, so that is what I'm using. Take off the backings, and then we will stick on our project just like that. Okay, perfect. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to add some of the ribbon. Now this ribbon is from the Dandelion Suite in the catalog, and it is Mossy Meadow braided linen trim. You all know I love my linen and my braided trim. You can make it go with anything. right, and then we'll do a glue dot and stick it on. And we're gonna put it right up above those flowers, and then that is it. So that is project number 1. Even with a debacle, it works. All right, let me clean all this up and we'll go on to our second project. And I'm saving my favorite for last. All right. Okay. So this one is using one of the alternatives that they gave on the back. Nope. Let's grab the right piece. This one right here, but it's changing up the background just a little bit. I also stamped some flowers down here. I didn't end up liking it, but it's not horrid. But on this one, we're gonna change it just a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna take your basic white DSP, and this is the thick. And we're going to use liquid glue on the back because this is going to cover the entire front of your card. And especially with apparently my skills today, I don't need to be able to line up anything that will not move for me. All right, so we're going to flip it over and we're just going to lay it on front, and then we're going to move it and line it up like we would a stack of paper. All right, there we go. Now, this right here, just so you can see now that I've opened the other kit, let me show you what this is off of. Hold on. Let me just pull it all out for you. Miss Carol, this is everything you get in the kit for this month. All right. We got the horrible letters that don't like me. Here we go. Okay, so these are some vellum sheets. On one side is gold, and on the other side, it's almost silver-like. So on our sample, I did the gold, and I think on this one, I'm actually going to do the silver because I think I like it better with the pink and the black. So, and that is, all I did was cut off those edges. I cut off the 2 sides first, and then I cut off the long sides. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and cut everything at an angle. Let me get my paper scissors. And I'm doing them at different angles. At different, I guess, angle heights. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not. Oops. There we go. And then we'll do that. All right. Let me get all those little pieces out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our adhesive and run it across the center. It's going to get covered, so it's not going to matter. All right. We're going to put this one in the center, and then we're going to build around it. And I need to add, actually that does not need to be in the center. It needs to be off a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more adhesive this way and that way. Okay. I forget, there's only 4 pieces, so you don't want to start in the center. All right, so there we go. And then that one will go right there. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be our layout. Now we're going to take our label And we are going to stamp sharing in your sorrow, thinking of you, and wishing I could be there to hold your hand. And we're going to stamp that in black memento. And it will match the black border of our label. Alrighty. Let me move those two stamps out of my way. All right, now we want, these are one of the sheets that comes in the kit, and I want the 3 flowers. So I'm just gonna punch them out, or poke them out. I guess you would say poke them out. I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back of our label, our sentiment. And then I'm not gonna take the backing off yet. I just wanna hold it right there. And I want to take, this is the ribbon that comes in with the kit. I'm gonna tie a big bow. Like that. I'm gonna take a mini glue dot. And then I'm going to kind of center it across that and then move the sentiment. All right. And then we're going to cut off those ends. Just like that. Now we're going to put our sentiment on. Okay, so now it goes across and it's just some extra little there. We're going to take our largest set of flowers, so it has yellow, Rococo Rose, and Cherry Cobbler. We're going to turn that over, add some adhesive to it, and we're going to stick it up underneath this side, like that. Okay, then we're going to take our one that has Rococo Rose and Cherry Cobbler, and we're gonna stick that one right up over here. And we're gonna pick up that sentiment just a little bit so I can stick it up underneath. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Bumblebee or Daffodil Delight. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Bumblebee. Okay. It's Bumblebee. We're going to take a dimensional, just one, put it on the back. And I think on this one, I'm actually going to stick it over here, so it kind of fills in right there side to it. All right, so then there is that. And instead of adding the flowers this time, I'm going to add the sequins that come in the kit because they're black. So I think that those will look better than doing the flowers. All right, so we're going to add and add. And I'm going to actually do 5 of them. 3 large, and then 2 small ones. Okay, yeah, I definitely like that much better. I like the silver side, and then I like the black embellishment instead. Oh, good. Everybody likes the silver. Yeah, I think I like it much better. The silver makes me happy. I really am not the biggest gold person. I'm starting to, but not a huge fan still. Oh, yes. Yay for adhesive back sequence. Oh, yes. I know I might hoard the other ones since I've opened that kit now. All right, so card or project number 2. All right, this one is my favorite, so I'm saving the best for last. And I'm going to pull in the Jar Punch, which happens to be one of my favorite sets in the annual catalog. just in case you didn't know that. And this is going to be our last project. I absolutely love the mason jar. Okay, so you know how on the last project I cut out the edge. This center piece here, right here, we're going to use that and punch out our mason jar. Works out really handy. So then you don't have to waste anything in your kit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then we are going to go ahead. Oh, there it is. I lost my label for a second. We're going to go ahead and stamp our label. And I had it stamped in Mossy Meadow. I don't know if I'm 100% for that, but we're going to do it again that way. If I can find it. Interesting. It's gone missing. Okay, pause. Let me find my it's in the stamp set. I was having a small panic attack. Apparently I cleaned it and put it away, and I was supposed to only clean it. Okay. All right, so we're going to ink it up in Mossy Meadow, and then we're going to stamp it down. Okay. All right, so that is that. We won't have any more stamping. Now we're going to do a little surgery. Let's go ahead and fold our card base though, just so I can get it out of my way for a minute. Okay, so with the mason jar, if we put it there, it's going to cover up that bow. That kind of looks not so great sticking behind the mason jar. So we are going to cut out the bow. We're going to do some fussy cutting, some surgery. And I'm really just making sure to cut out the stems. Okay, so those stems are now gone. We're going to clean those up just a touch. I need to clean those scissors. They're all sticky. Okay, so we're going to cut there just to give it a little cleanup. And then we're going to cut this little extra piece off right here because we don't need that there. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to cut off the bow. So we're just going to run along the top. And we're going to really kind of try to do it like we're fussy cutting out any stamped image we have. We're just going to go back and clean it up just a touch. And actually that looks pretty good. I'm going to take off this little excess right here. Okay, now let's start putting it all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our stems. We're going to put a glue dot on the front, like that. Oops. And then we're going to stick it right about there. Okay, so it's just going to kind of be up at your top. Now what we're going to do is take and put our flowers, we're going to kind of put them down in like that. So we're going to put a glue dot here on the bottom. And then we're going to attach it. And I'm just tucking this little corner right up underneath that leaf right there. That just kind of makes it look a little bit more realistic. All right, Now, I'm going to take that twine and I'm going to wrap it around the mason jar. I'm going to put a little glue dot right here on the back, because this is going to help me keep the twine there. All right. And then we're going to have it go on that bottom part. And we're going to wrap it around twice. And now we're just going to tie a bow. All right, then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna hold that center. I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna pull on the twine like that, and that's gonna make it go a little bit straighter because I don't want it to curl too much. So that's why I'm doing that. And if it does pull your loops, then just pull it back out. Like that, okay? All right, now we're gonna trim off the ends. Well, we're actually just gonna trim off this one side real quick. Then we're gonna take our cherry cobbler bow. We're gonna put a glue dot on the back of it. And we're gonna slide it up underneath right about there. So it's almost going to be like a double bow. Okay. And I think that those being that long, I'm fine with that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in. That bow on the front's a little loose, so I'm just going to pull it together a little bit. We're going to put dimensionals on the back. And yes, we're using lots of dimensionals. Okay, we're gonna put a dimensional right there. We're gonna put a dimensional right about, let me look at my card, right about here at the bottom. And the reason we're doing that is we're gonna cover up that part right there with our sentiment. All right, so let's bring back in our card base. We're gonna take this strip that's in the kit. We're going to put adhesive on the back. We're going to kind of create a table for our vase to sit on. All right, we're going to take off these backings. And then we're going to place it right about there. Now we want to line up pretty much this to the edge over there. All right, let me get those tails out the way. Okay, I am going to cut off these tails just a little bit. They are a little long. There we go. That's better. Okay, then we're going to take and put adhesive on this side. We're going to take a dimensional and put it on that side. Then we're going to lay this across our dimensional that's there. And then there we go. That is the card. So you've got the finished product there. I have to say, I do like this bouquet a lot. Surgery went well. Cutting the stem and bow looks much... Yes, yes. And then instead of it being behind, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one. The colors, these two colors, I'm totally for. It's the other, just that one that I can't seem to fall in love with. But other than that, I love this kit, which is very surprising for me. But that's okay. They also have some really fun envelopes in there. So you've got polka dot yellow. You have where are the other ones? You have the Mossy Meadows striped, and you have this pink, the Rococo Rose. I love this. Like, I may actually make some more alternatives, and I may be cutting that to use that as background because I like it. So I will, just have to take pictures of these, but I will post all of these on the blog, and then I'll add the link to the blog on here so that you can go and take a look at it. All right, so here are our projects for the day. Let me get everything out of the way that doesn't need to be there. All right, there we go, and there we go. So we had mini paper pumpkin box, and then we had the 2 cards. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. This is the February host code. If you purchase between now and next Sunday, so the last day of the month, if you order using that host code, I will actually send you the materials to make these projects. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.